Everybody feeling okay after last night? Great. Okay, let's kick this off. How many of you were at the session on Monday, just out of curiosity, where we did some of this? Okay, so some of you, but not all of you. So Chris and I are going to talk a little bit today and go in depth into a couple of the announcements that we made on Monday. And the first thing I'm going to do is sort of talk through our new strategy. And this is driving a lot of the innovation and the work that we've been doing over the last 2 or 3 years leading up to a bunch of the announcements that we're making this week. We're rethinking the way we think about project management in a couple of interesting ways. And the first one is that we're really focusing a lot on the way teams work and the way that people work with projects and kind of trying to reinvent that. The current version of project that we have tends to focus a little bit on the individual and how they work in a project, and we're moving much more to a collaborative, working together, sort of rapid fire kind of project management philosophy in the system. And so this idea that we give teams the tools that they need, and you can see this in some of the work that we've done in Planner, and you'll see this in some of the stuff that we show you today as well. And of course, executives need to be able to see through all of the different projects that are going on inside an enterprise. And that might mean things that are going on in other systems that might not be Microsoft systems. And so opening up and being more open about the heterogeneous systems that we need to connect to and help you understand your business means sort of reaching beyond just project and into other systems like maybe Atlassian and those kinds of things. And so this is what this new vision really means, is sort of being much more embracing of other kinds of systems and also letting people work together a lot more quickly in the ways that they want to. And you'll see these themes running throughout both the messages, but as well as the software and the features that we're building out. So from a high level, we talked with a lot of customers, and what we see in their strategies and the things that they're trying to do, it really boils down to some fairly simple things. People want to make better decisions, so they need better information and transparency across the organization into where tasks are, where are resources being allocated, and are things on track or not. The next one is working the way people want. It's pretty clear that if people don't have the tools that they like and that they enjoy using, that they won't use those tools, and it makes it really hard to track stuff across the enterprise. So giving end users tools that are very familiar to them, very easy to use, that they like using, is really important. Getting started is kind of related, but a little bit different. What we find is that as people go through sort of the maturity cycle of learning how to do project management, they all start pretty simple. And so we need our tools to start in a very basic place. And so you'll see that we're focusing a lot on getting people started into the system so they can just get going before we give them every single feature that they might need later on. And so giving them much more easy ways and on-ramps to getting started in the system is really important to getting more people to get their data into the system so that we as project management professionals can track that and understand what's going on in the enterprise. Oops, that was too quick. The next one is really about business processes. And we're going to talk a little bit today and show you some of the new tools that are available to build out and manage your processes. And so we've got a whole bunch of sort of flexible, really cool new systems based on the Power Platform that I think you guys will find really great. And so for partners, this is a place where there's enormous new opportunities in the system that we're announcing this week to build out new kinds of workflows, new kinds of processes. And we think that this is going to be really cool. And Chris is going to show some of this stuff, and it's actually really exciting new opportunities for folks to really craft the system around the way your businesses are working. And finally, we're built on the #1 cloud for business, Azure. We're actually re-platforming a lot of the project system onto Azure and using Azure as our backbone in ways that we've never done before that will make it faster, more performant than ever. And of course, it comes with sort of our customer promises where Microsoft is second to none here. And so you just don't have to worry about those systems when they're running on Azure. So the first thing that we announced on Monday was a new feature called Project Roadmaps. Chris will give you a nice demo of this. But the idea is that you can bring together all of your projects into one visual space, lay them out on a timeline, add milestones, and really visualize what's going on across various projects or initiatives inside your company. And those projects could be run in any system. And so we want to be more open with the way we're connecting to things inside a project. And so I'll let Chris actually show you this in a little bit, and I think you'll find this really, just a really cool new feature inside Project. We'll be rolling this out in the next couple of months to all Project Online subscribers. And so this is a feature that just comes inside of a project. And one of the things that you'll notice is that the design and the way that you work with this tool is really putting us a foot forward from where we are today. That it's a beautiful, well-crafted piece of software. It's all hosted in Azure, super fast, and we think that users will find it incredibly easy to use and really enjoyable to use. The second thing that we'll walk you through is our new homepage. So we actually rolled this out to 100% of our commercial customers, I think about a week and a half ago. So everybody has this now. You get to this through what we call the waffle, or the app launcher, inside Office 365. It does not replace the existing PWA homepage. You'll see that you can actually still get to the PWA homepage from this, but what it does is give a place for a user to see all the stuff that they're working on, to favorite it, manage it, and have a really sort of great, fast experience getting to the work that they need. And that managed PWA page, which has sort of interesting reports and other things, will still be there for folks that want to see that level of the projects inside their organization. And this is really focused on the end user. And I guess this is one of those points where I was saying we were focused on the teams and the users and making sure that they're productive. And this is one of those places where you'll see that very crisply. And so that is almost all the slides we have. And we're just going to do demos because demos are cooler. And so I'm going to bring my friend Chris up, who I'm sure many of you know, who's been working really hard on this. I'm going to unlock this PC for him.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you, Howard, for starting off our session and walking through the slides. Now, hopefully, I can make it a little bit more real for you. So as Howard mentioned, my plan is to now minimize our time in PowerPoint and spend as much time, hopefully, showing you guys the new functionality and our new modern experiences. So at first, I'm going to jump into Home, and I'll walk you through Home and tour you through Home. And then after that, I'll show you some roadmap functionality. So hopefully it will come up on the screen there. There we go. And I'm signed in here on our Contoso tenant. So we're going to use a little bit of a fictional storyline as I walk through the demos over the next 40 minutes or so. So we're grounded in Contoso. They're a big multinational corporation. And they're very excited to revitalize their corporate campus, similar to what we're doing at Microsoft. So if you're wondering where I got my inspiration for my demo, so they're doing a bunch of work to improve their facilities. They're doing a bunch of work to refresh the campus and the outdoor spaces. And to do this, they're managing it in a number of tools. In particular, they're using Project, of course, especially for their facilities work. And they're also using Azure boards with some software development work to build some tools for their employees to be able to interact with the campus with their phones. So as a user, I'm going to go ahead and click on the project tile after I've logged into office.com. And of course, as all great demos do, I'll start off with a 404 error. But that's okay. And it's probably just a little bit of authentication. Yeah, so this is what happens sometimes. Your computer goes cold and your authentication goes cold. But all is well. So I clicked on the project tile, and this navigates me to our new home experience. As Howard has mentioned, This has rolled out 100% to all our commercial and EDU users. So if today you are a Project Online user, and probably around mid-August, you were clicking on the project tile, you would have landed on this new home experience. And this home experience is actually the beginning of a bunch of things. It's the beginning and the start of all our new modern experiences. But it's also very much grounded in a lot of feedback we received when we started this journey to build these experiences. And in particular, this feedback, which was very consistent across about 80 different organizations or so, which is our users just want to get back to their projects. As a PM, I'm working on a project, and I want to get back to it quickly as possible. So we've built this great landing page, which is built off the Office MRU service, which shows you your recently used projects. And as you can see here, I have a number that are related to our campus refresh. Now, to help build some muscle memory, I like to favorite my projects that I work with a lot, so I'll just go ahead and I'll mark a few of my favorite projects, which you'll see up at the top. And that way, I always know where they are on my homepage, and I can quickly, with one click of a button, click on Project Alpha, and it will land me back inside PWA on the last project detail page that I was on. So in this particular example, I was on the schedule web part. I also have the ability to create a new project from here. So I'll go ahead, I'll click Create Project. This lands us on the Create wizard that we shipped a few years ago. And I will go ahead, click Building Refresh. And now while we're talking about our new modern experiences, I do want to emphasize that we are still supporting our PWA users quite a bit. And we're making sure that they still have a smooth experience. And we've done a lot of work over the summer to speed up the create process. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create Building Delta. I'm not very creative with my names. I'm going to go ahead and click Finish, and we'll go off and we'll create Building Delta. And over the summer, we actually cut this down by 1/3 of the time that it used to take. So before the summer, it was taking a little bit longer to create a project, but it's a little faster now. So we'll just hold on for a second. There we go. I've created my project. Of course, I'm not going to work on my project this week because, I'm making it at Ignite. So I'll just go ahead and I'll update that to October. It's a little hard. The screen resolution changed on me. I'll go ahead and publish. And the last thing I'll just plug on PWA, look at the toast very quickly here. You'll notice that we're processing. There's a new message we just introduced last week into the service, which allows you to start editing your plan much sooner than before, so you no longer have to wait for the save or publish. But that's my plug for the old stuff. Let's get back to the new modern stuff, because that's what we're all here for. So I've gone back to my project home. If I refresh this page, what you should find in the MRU is Project Delta. Sure enough, Project Delta is at the top of my MRU, and I can go ahead and just mark that as a favorite because it's my new favorite project that I'm working on. Now, in addition to just surfacing projects from one PWA site, we recognize there's a small group of folks that are fortunate enough to interact with multiple PWA sites. And for those folks, we do aggregate all your projects in the MRU. I will navigate to a second PWA site called Second PWA, because trying to be creative with my names. And I will hit Create Project. Again, this time I'll go through a little bit quicker. Now, while I'm proud that we did speed this up, I do want you to take note of the experience. It's not still perfect. And the reason why I want to bring it up that it's still not perfect is because the team really is striving hard to getting to users to be able to get to the canvas as quickly as possible in the modern experiences. So while that is better than it was last summer, it's still not at the level of performance that we want our users to experience. So take note of that. Hopefully, if my demo goes well, and I'm not jinxing myself, when we start to interact with Roadmap, just take note of the difference in terms of the kind of things that we're presenting in front of the user. And here we make you fill out a name, we fill out fields, start date, and then the performance aspects of getting to the canvas, and then comparing it to our other experience. Now, if I do go back to home, what you will find in the MRU is our second PWA project. So this MRU is aggregating across the different PWA sites that you have in your organization. So if you are an individual that's interacting with more, you're there to go. Now, there are a few people that were probably using that project button to get to their timesheets or do my status, maybe to get a dashboard. And we have provided them with a link right at the bottom of the page to go back to the place where the project button previously brought you to, right at the bottom. And then the last thing I want to point out about our new home experience before we jump into roadmap is this little feedback button. So we take feedback very seriously with our new experiences, and so much so, we do want to hear from you. And any of our users can easily click on that feedback button, and we provide you the ability to give us some positive feedback. So definitely please give us positive feedback. It helps energize the team, the engineering team. I went ahead and I actually tried this out as a little bit of an experiment myself. And this is where I will quickly flip over back to my slides, just so you realize what this materializes in. So when you do and you provide feedback in the tool, we do have folks listening on the other end. So the other day when I was trying out my demo, I went in and I said, the roadmap is awesome, because we have the feedback tool in our roadmap. And within a few hours, Jackie from our team replied back saying, great to hear that you're thinking it's awesome. Can you give me some more information? So please, as you're using our new experiences, give us the feedback. I know there will be some cases where you may not be happy. Definitely tell us where things aren't going well. And then lastly, if you have feature ideas, we are leveraging our user voice forum. And what you'll notice with our user voice forum is that we are building experiences around the new modern pieces. So this is our Project Home, and people are already submitting ideas of what we can do with Project Home. So hopefully you guys are excited. So how many people have actually tried out Home out of curiosity? Have you? There's a few. Okay, that's good. That's good. So next, let's walk into roadmap. So like when I mentioned at the beginning, Project Home will evolve over time. And magically, as we've been sitting in this presentation for the last few minutes, in my tenant, my experience has changed. And if I go ahead and now I create hit the Create New button, I no longer just have Create Project. I have two items, Create Roadmap and Modern Project. I'll leave Modern Project for another day, once we have a new name and everything. That's not an officially sanctioned name. But we do now have New Roadmap, so in my New button. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click New Roadmap. Now there's one thing you may have noticed there. I'm now already on the canvas. So the experience difference from when you created a project in PWA, which required me to fill in a name, do a start date, maybe do a description, my organization may have added a bunch of fields, we did away with it. We wanted to get the user as quickly as possible to the canvas so that they can start working on it in the way that they want to work on it. That's one. And then two, the team has spent a significant amount of time to make that thing snappy and performant. So as you could tell, it was pretty quick, almost instantaneous. So, and nobody's happy about that though? No one's happy about the speed? Because if no one's happy, we can just forget about it. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a row. So as Howard mentioned, the roadmap is a visualization tool that allows organizations to basically gain visibility on the execution of projects that are happening in a variety of tools. For us at Contoso, I'm going to go out and build out our campus refresh roadmap. So I'm going to add building alpha to my project. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add Emily. So nice little name pickers, no multiple screens to just add people to your roadmap. And I'm going to go ahead and say this project is in Project Online. And I'm going to click Building Alpha. So as you notice, nice search tools that are going off and searching within our PWA site, our projects. And then now I have this ability to hit connect. And for users that are familiar with Microsoft Flow, this may look a little bit familiar, and that's because this is where we are leveraging the Power Platform to connect projects or Scrum teams to the roadmap. So in this particular case, we're going to connect to our PWA project. So I'll go ahead and I'll hit connect, which will bring me to my next screen where I can start to add items. What you'll notice is at Contoso, we're really fond of two-story buildings. So I'm going to go ahead and say floor 1, floor 2. For people that know me, coffee is very important. I won't go to a building without a coffee machine, so I want to know when the coffee machine's done, maybe when the kitchen's done, and conference room. So here we're looking inside the project and adding key tasks to our roadmap so that we get that proper visibility. So I'll go ahead, I'll click add, and we'll go off and we'll pull those tasks into our product roadmap. Now, we're going to continue building it out. I'm going to add one more building. Let me add building, I think I called it building Delta. Nope. So we will give this one to Adam, the engineer. Another project online project. Building Delta, the one we just created previously. Again, we get our flow. Now that you've seen this once, I'll drop down the see details piece and just point out, because it's a common question that's coming up, which is what are the credentials we're using? So by default, it's using the credentials of the signed in user, but I could go ahead and update it to the credentials of a different user if I so choose. And I can quickly understand the permissions that are required for me to perform this action. But enough about that. I'll go ahead, I'll click connect. And again, after I connect, let's add another floor, 1 or 2, kitchen complete, coffee. And hopefully, as you see, it's pretty quick to go ahead and just add a number of different rows to your roadmap. I'm gonna do one more for project online, which is outdoor improvements. This will be done by some retail manager. Don't ask me why, but I'm just choosing a name. Outdoor. And hopefully, as you can see, it's pretty quick to just go in, add a number of items, build a roadmap fairly quickly, and have a visual across project. So I'll go ahead and I will add accessibility when we're all done. We're going to have a cool food truck area, update our corporate signage, corporate amphitheater, and campus improvements. Now, oops, added a little too much. So we do provide the option to go and just delete one, and I can go ahead and add it. So now we've added 3 different projects from Project Online, which is great. But like I said, this is a tool that aggregates across other systems. So I will open up a new tab here. And our team is busy at work. Our development team is busy at work using Azure boards. And they're building us a new phone app. So they have a backlog of work that they are tracking here in VSTS. Not a very big backlog. I wish our backlog was about this long, but it's not. And it's important to the campus rollout, so I'm going to go ahead, and this time, and the 4th time, and last time, I will add our phone app to our roadmap. I'll make the owner because he's an engineer, but this time I will click on Azure Boards. And Azure Boards, we can now connect to our roadmap. So I'll select our product and our project name. Campus refresh. And again, we're going to use Flow to bring those feature items that are on the Azure boards into our roadmap. So a slightly different icon is used. It's not project, it's VSTS to project. I'll go ahead and I will hit the connect button. And I will go ahead and start adding our items from here. So access, call a car, HVAC, big maps, all goodness. And I'll go ahead and I'll click done. So now we've brought in all our different projects and Scrum work into our roadmap. But now I can start to, let me zoom a little bit differently just because we have a different screen resolution. So I have the ability to quickly zoom. The other thing I want to note, and the team is quite proud of this, and it's subtle but proud, which is this. Nice scrolling. No cheers? You got to cheers, guys. Like, you got to realize, like, you might think this is subtle, and I don't have a huge number of rows, but I'm sure you don't want me to sit here and create another, 20 rows in front of you. It might get a little boring. But that same smooth experience of just, fluid design continues throughout. So to help drive work across the org, you can go ahead and you can add some key dates. So we're going to have KontosoCon on campus. And we can schedule that for October. And here you can notice I can mark a state. Right now I think it's green because I'm going to be positive. And we can add another key date, campus reopening. And we'll mark that hopefully for the new year. So when everybody comes back for 2019, we'll add that key date. And as I add key dates to our roadmap, which help drive the organization kind of a key message across, you'll see the key dates start to appear at the top of the timeline. So we have KontosoCon, we have the campus reopening sitting at the top. Now, not everything is so rosy, unfortunately. And as we look through here, we're going to just review. One, I noticed that access layer enhancements at the roadmap level. It's great the engineers are doing this, not terribly interesting at this particular level of audience. So I'm going to just go ahead and remove that phase. So it's very easy to go and remove things. I'm also going to take note that our outdoor amphitheater, which of course we want to use at KontosoCon, looks like it's scheduled over KontosoCon. So I'm going to say we got a potential problem here. And in particular, I'm going to say KontosoCon's in trouble because I don't have my outdoor theater to show off. Good though, we'll have our food truck work. And the last thing I will show you is that, let's reorder some of this stuff. So in terms of the phone app, though it's great, it's probably not the first thing we want to have a conversation about. So I'll just go ahead and move that to the bottom. And, the thing I care about most is my building delta being done, so I'll move that up to the top. So you can easily move your rows up and down. Furthermore, if we were in a room having conversations about these things, we provide some pretty easy filters. So if we wanted to have a conversation with Emily and how her work is tracking against those key dates, we can quickly go in, click Emily, and we can see her project come into focus. So now, as you noticed, I was able to construct my roadmap. We haven't named it yet. So I left this to closer to the end. So I'm going to go ahead and I will call this Kontoso Campus Refresh. And I will make myself the owner of it. And as you notice, we've updated the name, pretty easy. You notice there's no save button, no publish button, no check-in, no checkout, none of that. It just saves. So now we've kind of constructed a nice roadmap, and I'm ready to share it with folks. And the way that I share it is by adding members. And as we add members, we have a choice. I can attach to a modern group, or I can go ahead and choose to create a new modern group for this roadmap. And for folks that may not be familiar yet with modern groups, it's really, a central place where we can have group membership and then a number of services tie off of it. So we'll get a space in SharePoint to do document storage, we'll get a mailbox, a whole bunch of goodness by having a group associated to the roadmap. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that our folks that are working on our roadmap all have access to it. So I can quickly go in here. I can add everyone. Hopefully I won't forget anyone. So I can get my group membership all done. And if I wanted to, and I apologize for the screen resolution, but so this might be a little bit tough, but if I scroll down, you'll notice that I could choose a different name if I wanted to. I could have chosen an existing group to tie it to, and I can set the level of privacy, so we can make it private or public. We'll leave our roadmap private for now, and I'll go ahead and click done. And when I click done, in the background, we're creating a modern group. Those folks are going to get an email saying, welcome to the modern group, like they would through other Office 365 experiences. They will then get access to my roadmap, and they'll be able to participate and be able to contribute to all of this. And all is good from that perspective. So I'm just going to make sure I'm doing well on time here. So like I said, all these projects are backed by flow. And what I will do is I'm going to go and I'm going to fiddle with a flow. So here, I'm just bringing up an example. So when we went and we created those flows and we connected the project or the Azure board up to it, we created a Microsoft flow in the background. As you can tell, we're kind of proud of it because it's a nice long flow. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is so that partners in the room hopefully will get some excitement that we're using a very familiar tool set in order to build and construct roadmap, and that you'll be able to leverage. And what I'm going to do is say call a card. So let me go back to my roadmap just briefly. And so call a car right now is currently scheduled to start on 10:15. And just for demo purposes, what I will do is I'm going to create a key task for 10:15 and call car so that we have that pointer there. Ooh. This is why we haven't shipped quite yet. Let me try that one more time. So I'm going to add a key date, call car 10:15. Second time's a charm. So just as a reference point, we'll have call car as a key date. I'm going to go ahead, and as someone who may be working on this Scrum may go, we're not going to start call car on 10:15. And we worked with the VSTS team or the Azure Boards team to add by default the start date to a work item. And this is what we're grabbing that start date off. So we'll go ahead and we'll move that out to, I'll move it out even further for demonstration. So let's move it out to, November 12th. Go ahead and save. And just because I'm sure you guys don't want to wait a few minutes for the flow to execute, I'm just going to go in the background here and I'm going to just trigger all my flows to run. So just bear with me for 1 second. And when I go back to our project roadmap, and refresh the page, if all has gone well, you'll have noticed that call card that was set on the key date of October 15th has now, and I'll mark it red just so that you guys can see it better, has moved out to a further date. So as we continue to work on our roadmap and as time goes on, and in the underlying products, so in Project Online or in Azure Boards, you'll notice that the roadmap will start to move as the teams, I'm going to assume, move further into the future, not back, because things rarely move back in time, into the future of the work. And as that happens, the team can start to communicate the status of those things. So as time goes on, if the kitchen gets completed, you can go ahead and mark those things done and show and communicate that things are getting completed. As things go off track or potentially have issues, you can update the status and mark things as potential issues. So how's roadmap? Are you guys excited about roadmap? Awesome. Cool. So that's my roadmap demo. The next thing I want to do is pop back into PowerPoint for one slide. And I just want to quickly kind of bring up our platform slide. So this is still a bit of a work in progress as we're building out our new platform story. But I do think it's important to illustrate a few key points here. One, as I've mentioned, we're leveraging a number of different services across Microsoft to deliver these great experiences. In particular, we're leveraging the MRU and roaming service within Office to get home to load up and be delightful and to show all your projects across a different set of PWA sites into one list. We're using Microsoft Flow quite heavily within Roadmap to be able to connect into the various systems, sync the key dates and phases in, and handle all the authentication for us. And then another big change is that we are leveraging the Common Data Service for apps to kind of handle all of our entities. So we are putting our roadmap entities inside of CDS. In the future, as we continue to build out other experiences around project management, those experiences those entities will land into CDS. And the great thing about that is other things like Power Apps and Power BI, which are natively built on top of it, start to light up really well. So for my last demo, I'm going to show you something that we shipped last Ignite, which is our Power BI content pack. So last Ignite, we were very happy to deliver this to our customers so that you can go to Power BI, you can get services, search on Project Online, and we have a great set of dashboards to get you started. Now, of course, these dashboards don't have anything in relationship to Roadmap today. And at Contoso, we're heavily using Roadmap now to help with our campus refresh. I'd say we didn't really use project departments, which is a filter up here at the top of my report. And I'm going to quickly show you how you can take the existing Project Online content pack that's available up on GitHub, bring it into the Power BI desktop app, and then start to mash the Project Online PWA data that we have today with the new roadmap data that we'll have in the near future. Now, to add data from roadmap is actually a fairly straightforward process. I did it before, otherwise we'd be sitting here for a few minutes while the data refreshed, but it's a very simple step. You go in and you go to Common Data Services for apps, you type in your CDS URL, and then there's a few entities that get brought in. So I'll show you those entities now. So there's 3 entities that I added to my content pack here, which are, so all these other entities that are surfing all around here, I didn't add these entities. These entities come as part of the existing Project Online content pack. So I downloaded it in GitHub. This is all here. I go ahead and went get data to the CDS, and then I added 3 entities. I added roadmap entity, which is the high-level roadmaps. In this particular case, we had the campus refresh roadmap that we created, the roadmap rows for my roadmap, and then the actual items that I put on those rows. So I added those 3 entities, the relationships came in. So at this point, I have my project data, my PWA data, my roadmap data, and with a little bit of magic, by creating one relationship, I can make these things connect to each other. So I'm going to go ahead, click Manage Relationships. So this is the toughest part to make this work. And you just go ahead and say New Relationship. And you want to connect to tasks with the task ID, to our roadmap items, to the external ID, say we want filter on both, click OK, click Close, and at this point, that's really all we need to do to be able to start mashing my PWA data with my roadmap data. And the one last step I will do, like I said, here at Contoso, we haven't been leveraging project departments heavily. We've been using roadmaps. So I'll go ahead, I'll click on this department filter, and I will select roadmap for my entities. And with a drag of the mouse, I will drag my roadmap name over my department name. And then now I can easily, I have a nice little filter. So these are all the roadmaps that I have created as I was practicing for my demo tenant. I have a pre-baked one just so we didn't have to refresh the data, but I can go in and now filter my project PWA data with my roadmap data. So I went ahead, and these are my projects that were in my pre-baked campus refresh. So the various projects, I get the schedule indicators, the issues, risks, costs that all come from project. Now that's related to my roadmap. So now I've connected using Power BI, leveraging all the data that we're putting in CDS to build a greater experience for our users in their dashboards. So that's my Power BI demo. So now back to PowerPoint.
Does that work? Okay, so just to summarize, what you saw was an incredibly sort of beautiful, well-crafted, high-performant new user experience for our end users, built on an incredibly deep and powerful platform that lets you extend it to match your business. And so this is really something that we think is completely unique in the industry. This sort of merging of this incredible platform, built on top of Azure, with just all of the great customer promises of things like the GovCloud, FedRAMP certification, all of those great things. But at the same time, for users, it's amazingly easy now and amazingly fast to work with Microsoft Project. And so I think that this is a big transition for us as an engineering team and as a company into the next generation of project management. We want you guys to come along with us and enjoy the ride. Project Home is up there, so go ahead, try it out, and give us feedback. Click on things, and give us ideas for the next set of features that we want. We're listening. We're going to be releasing features at a very fast cadence going forward because of this new platform lets us do that. You actually saw Chris show how we're flighting features through the system. And so you saw two different snapshots in time of our engineering system, one that had roadmap and one where it wasn't there yet. And so we'll be flighting those things out very quickly going forward. So give us your ideas on user voice after you try it. And then in the coming months, we're going to be releasing roadmap out to our early adopters very shortly. And then when they say it's good to go and it's all ready, then we'll release it out into production to the rest of our customers. So keep an eye open for that. And that's really it. And we've got like 1 minute. So I think we just finished. Chris and I will be here for a couple of minutes to answer questions at the bottom of the podium while we clear out and make room for the next folks. But thank you very much for coming. We hope you're excited about this stuff. Thank you very much.